Willie Burton is here, NBA star. Willie Burton, and he's been with the Miami Heat, the Philadelphia 76ers, and he's retired. And hey, Willie, you're not here very often. Do you have any words of wisdom you want to share with us? Where are you, Willie? Are you here? There he is.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you also. Hello, everyone. Believe it or not, I'm a little guy in my field of work. I've lived in Oakland County for 30 years. My son is participating in sports all around here. I'm big on education. I'm big on doing the right things. I'm big on forgiveness and forgiving people.
All right.
I'm into education, and one of the things that I notice, and a lot of people sit up and say, okay, you look, and you stand in front of people and you go, ooh, I've stood in front of people so many times. I'm a lot like Senator McClain. I'm just honest. I'm just honest, you know. Sometimes people like the things that I say, sometimes they don't, but it is what it is. I'm a Republican, and the reason I'm a Republican is the same thing that I say to my African-American family members that ask me why I'm a Republican. It's kind of simple. I had 8 aunts and uncles that were on welfare. I took their children, and I put them in school, gave them responsibility. Each and every one of those children now, of all 8 of those aunts, now have their own homes, their own cars. No one's in prison. And I asked myself a question. What the hell is going on here? If you give them some responsibility and give them something to work towards and for, then they don't fall into this hole. So I started asking some of the politicians, and they didn't have an answer. At that point in time, I decided this is where I want to be. And something that many of you may or may not know, Donald Trump gave me my first check before the NBA. He invited myself, my mom, my dad, my grandmother, and my aunt. And he picked 9 other future NBA players and brought us all up to Atlantic City. Paid us, put our families up. One of his closest friends was with him, Sugar Ray Leonard. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like his ass-kicking technique. Because you have to gain respect because people try to try you. And they're trying America left and right. But by me being in education, I'm also passionate. Passionate about going working with kids in schools, wherever they are, urban, suburban, or rural. I've been fortunate to work with programs in 8 counties. And I've seen some of the things, the same things that I saw in Detroit. It's just the skin color was different. I've seen some of the hard times, some of the struggling, some of the putting things together. And I saw the lack of education. But one of the things that I did see, and I noticed in the urban area that we had an advantage of, we have an advantage because there are more businesses in the urban area for someone who's poor. You can catch a bus and go to Blue Cross Blue Shield. You can run into a business person. In the rural areas, I didn't see that. And that's why I was passionate about the new program we're doing with CCAM. The new STEM education program that's coming to you soon. This program is designed to help those who can't afford college, who don't want to go to college, have the ability to feed and take care of their families the way that we did 20, 30 years ago here with all our factories and jobs. You didn't have to go to college to be able to take care of your family. And we'll be working on supersonic, hypersonic technology to help these students and youth from K through 12, as well as universities, have the ability to apply for these jobs. So CCAM is not just going to make these high-power weapons. We're also going to go and engage in these schools to give them the tools they need to get these jobs. And that's something that's missing. You know, I'll say this and I'm done. Basketball was my gift. I hold NBA records. People to break my records were LeBron James, Allen Iverson. I think a couple years ago, James Harden just broke another one of my records that stood for 20 years. Basketball was my passion. But my purpose is saving lives. And with C-Camp's K-12 education, that's what we're going to do.
Willie Burton, thank you so much.